Yo, what's up everybody? It's McNaughty back here with another Gran Turismo 7 video. This time we're going to take a look at Nations Cup Round 3, driving the Super Formula 23 cars around Deep Forest Raceway for 24 laps and a 5-minute qualifying session. So, I'm going to go ahead and take this opportunity to put my feelings out there about, how to conduct yourself during qualifying in the race. Because why not? I got time to kill, right? Big shout out to Digit, by the way, for hosting a practice lobby. I'm going to take one more look at the competition, and oh my god! Oh no, it's him again! Kevlar is back, our nemesis from round 2. So we're going to have a challenge on our hands this time around. Now, as we start the qualifier, I'm going to go ahead and just sit pits for a little bit longer, make sure my settings are correct, move my brake balance into the appropriate position, and give the field some time to space themselves out. Okay, and we're out, and oh my gosh, there's Kevlar. Oh my goodness, there's someone who spun out coming out of the pits. I don't even know how that's possible, to be honest with you. That's pretty crazy. But we're gonna fast forward here, ahead to later in the out lap. Kevlar is just in front of us. We're going to try and space it out because if we look at the distance here, we're going to see that there's 5 cars all in the final corner. So I got to make sure I pull over to the side, let the field space out a little bit there as you saw in the mini-map, and I'll get going. Alright, so on to the main straight, and I'm not going to lie to you, I'm already at this point thinking that I'm probably a little bit too close to the car in front. Don't want to have to deal with dirty air. So by the time we get to the back straight, I've caught up to 2 drivers in front. So I'm going to go ahead and bail on this lap. This is not going to be it for me. Too much dirty air, too many distractions. I have a nice gap behind me. So we're going to go ahead and let them get even further away and start our true qualifying lap now. We're really only going to have one shot at this. So away we go. The top time currently is a 112.588 by Tulipix. Big shout out to him, by the way. Dropped by in our chat after the race. And I am 4 seconds away from him. So I got to make things happen here. Easy on the throttle out of turn 2. Now coming up this hill, this right-hand turn, you don't want to catch any of the curb. Keep it flat. Use the downforce of the car to swing it around. And we have a first sector time that's 4/10 ahead of the current pole time. So the downhill section here, I lifted here, but you don't need to lift there if your tires are fully fresh. Onto the back straight, using every part of that red and white curve, making sure not to get a track limits penalty. We've closed in on Danny, as we said, another purple sector. We're 7/10 of a second ahead, but we're not so close that it's really going to affect us. Onto the back straight again, getting a good exit. A little bit of wheel spin, which is weird, but we're going to go down the hill into 6th. Keep it tight, shortest path to the line. Now it's just a matter of what is our time going to be? A 112.063, which was good enough for pole. I did not improve. But you can see here, our guy, Kevlar, only 1/10 off. God, I love that song. Starting grid, look at the starting grid. Well, actually, there's only really one car that matters. Someone decides to race more fuel. Look at this. Johnny Walker, Naughty Gaming livery. Big shout out to RJ Sugar Shuffles Give his channel a look when you get a chance. I'll link it in the description. All 5 lights are out. We get a good start and use a little bit of overtake just to make sure that we go into the turn ahead of the group. You can see we get through there cleanly. In fact, it looks like everyone got through cleanly. Normally that's asking for an incident. We are away and they have a little bit of a gap to Kevlar behind us. 0.7 of a second currently. The tires are cold, so we're going to take it easy on the first lap. Try not to make too many mistakes. Heading to the back straight. The gap is still maintained. Kevlar right behind. Unfortunately, we're far enough away, a second away now, that he won't be able to catch up strictly using the slipstream effect. So we're safe for now. Final hairpin. Back on the power in third for extra traction. And it looks like we are making some gains in terms of distance from P2. 1.1 seconds ahead now. Lap 1 complete. 23 left to go. And a healthy gap. Remember how I was saying that you need to avoid that curve? Well, I catch a bunch of it and unfortunately give up P1 to Kevlar. So only after 1 lap, the drama has already started. Martel, Tulipix right behind me going into the back straight. I still have damage on my front right and front wing. So that's definitely going to hamper me. They're firmly in the slipstream, so I might actually end up losing another 2 positions here. And this is not how I wanted to start this race, so I'm going to have to do quite a bit of catch-up. We go 3 right into the hairpin, and oh, there's a little bit of contact, but we're all able to make it through there successfully, but now I'm down 3 positions. I tried to get around the outside of Tulipix, that did not work. End up sending it a little bit too hard, and already we're 2.7 seconds off the lead. So we need to get past these guys as quickly as possible before Kevlar gets away. Now we're putting as much pressure as we can, and unfortunately Tulipix gets a little loose, a little bit of oversteer. 1 position down, 2 to go. We're 3.3 seconds off the lead. But we're able to close that gap in. So fast forwarding here to lap 7, and we discover that Martel has a penalty, a 0.5 second penalty, so we've got to get as close as we can before the penalty zone on the back straight. And he's going to serve it here. Can we close the gap enough to get a run on the main straight? And it looks like we're going to be able to. He gets a poor exit there. We're right behind him, so this overtake should be quite simple to go onto the main straight. Stay behind him until the last second. Cut to the inside. Now we got to pick the right braking point. Make sure we don't overshoot it. Hug the apex. Block the switcheroo. And look at that. Overtake done. So we're 8 laps in. A third of the way in. And we just had to catch Kevlar in front. We managed to close the gap down. Complete the overtakes without losing too much time. So it's just a question of can we get the overtake done here and use as little overtake as possible. So we're fast forwarding here to lap 11. We're firmly in the slipstream now. Now a decision needs to be made here. The tires are starting to go. The typical strategy is 12-12, but I had to waste a lot of tire life getting these positions back. So I have a choice here. Do I stick it out, try to overtake him on the main straight, hold out for 1 lap and battle into the end? Or do I go for the undercut? And I'm going to go for the undercut. Risky strategy here. Got to refuel. Hope that he has a terrible in lap. and that I have an outlap free of traffic, and I just managed to avoid the traffic. I have a clear 5 seconds of clean air in front, so it's time to put the hammer down and make sure that this outlap is as fast as possible if I want to get this undercut done. Fast forwarding here to the end of the lap, you can see Kevlar goes in the pits. P2, P3, and P4 are going to go into the pits, and I've closed the gap down to 2 seconds to P5, and he goes into the pits as well. So it's a clear run down the main straight as Kevlar comes out of the pits. Am I going to get the undercut done? It's going to be tight. There he is, and amazing. We got the undercut done. We took track position, but we do have a problem as a result. We're gonna have to go 13 laps on these softs, and I barely got 11 done on the first stint. The car's lighter, less fuel, so that'll help as I have a bout of oversteer. So it's really going to be about maintaining the gap, saving the tires, and putting the car in the best position to not be overtaken. And as I say that same section of track where we had that bout of oversteer, Kevlar actually runs into an issue, and the gap is actually increasing all the way up to 2.7 seconds, 2.8 now. So now we're really going to go into tire save mode. We have quite a bit of a gap. We can ease off the pace, take the corners in higher gears, really preserve the tires, try to make up there for the extra lap that we have to do. At this point, there's only 3 more laps, end of lap 21, and the gap has closed significantly, so I know that Kevlar is pushing. So now it's time for me to start picking up the pace, as I've done the tire conservation, I've done the fuel conservation, I'm moving the brake bias back to the front to get even tire wear, but we have an obstacle in front of us here. Blue flag is out, but P14 doesn't seem to want to get out of the way. Now he's ghosted, so we can go through the car, but we're going to suffer the dirty air as a result, as I get shoved wide here. Trying to get this overtake done. Almost violating track limits, and you can see the gap to P2 to Kevlar is down to less than 1/10 of a second. Oh my goodness, are we going to be able to hold on here? He's right on our tail. Go defensive, hug the apex, get a good exit, and he's something must have happened here, because it appeared he had a good exit as well, but he fell back to half a tenth, and now by the end of lap 23, the battle's still going. He's 1.2 seconds behind. For the second to last time, I have to make a good exit here, and you're gonna see, oh my goodness, he's gone off. That was our main competition, so now all that we need to do is bring it home. No mistakes, 1 lap around this track, another minute and change, as we set our best lap of the race of 112.4. We just need to bring it home. Final corner, down the main straight, use the rest of the overtake, and we're gonna bring it home. Get in there, Lewis, get in there, McNaughty. We're bringing it home for a win. Oh my goodness, this race was so intense. It's really exciting with the high downforce cars, and in the end, Kevlar ends up finishing P4. It's a decent recovery, but it's really just unfortunate that on the penultimate lap he had that incident. Otherwise, it would have definitely been a tight battle for P1. But congratulations to all the racers. I can't wait until the next round. And that's going to end the video. So if you liked what you saw here, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and check us out. We're live on YouTube 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday, 12:30 p.m. I'll see you next time. Be well.